Never stop reading Bible. Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into an incredibly emotional, ancient text, Psalm 61 through 65. We're going to trace a journey that starts in desperate isolation and ultimately leads to cosmic gratitude. We'll break this down chapter by chapter to truly grasp the profound structure of these remarkable verses. Let's get right into it. Have you ever felt completely overwhelmed, like the whole world is just turning against you? Where do you even go for refuge when that happens? You know, it's a completely universal feeling to hit that wall, and that exact struggle is the starting point for the ancient wisdom we're about to explore. We start right in the thick of it with Psalm 61, Refuge in Times of Distress. Here we meet David, and man, he is in an agonizing state. He's crying out, expressing this intense, almost desperate desire for absolute peace when his heart is overwhelmed. It's like he's looking to hide under the Lord's wings just to catch his breath and find safety. But notice this, he doesn't just panic about the present danger. He actively grounds himself by remembering past salvation and grace. He basically asks for a prolonged life, but specifically so he can fulfill his daily vows, obeying and offering eternal praise for the protection he receives. Moving right along to Psalm 62, Trusting Amidst Worldly Futility. Now, what's really interesting here is this stark contrast. After a lifetime of insanely hard knocks, David has this profound realization. He looks at the futility of the world, like the bitter betrayal of his own son, Absalom, trying to usurp the throne, and realizes these earthly threats offer zero ultimate hope. But on the flip side, God is the ultimate source of salvation. Because God holds both power and, crucially, mercy, David finds eternal satisfaction. He's practically urging us, don't put your trust in fading worldly power, trust only in him. Then things shift in Psalm 63, a love better than life. The tone here completely transforms. We move from just trying to survive threats to this deep, earnest yearning and intimate spiritual connection. David discovers a love that is literally better than life itself. He is so confident in this that he notes believers who closely follow God are going to triumph, while those who persecute the faithful, well, they'll undoubtedly perish. But hey, the danger isn't magically gone forever. In Psalm 64, Divine Justice Against Hidden Plots, the reality check comes back. The text pivots sharply back to the dark reality of unseen adversaries. We're talking psychological warfare. You have wicked enemies relying on cowardly, hidden traps, secret schemes, toxic words, just attacking the blameless without a second thought. But, and this is absolutely crucial, we are assured of divine justice. God's scales are perfectly balanced, and he will bring ultimate, unavoidable judgment, openly punishing those wicked sins. Finally, we reach the climax in Psalm 65, Cosmic Grace and Earthly Provision. This is where the focus just magnificently widens out. We step completely away from personal survival and into the space of pure universal awe. The scope here is honestly breathtaking. God's grace isn't based on human merit. It's entirely driven by his love. He hears prayers, forgives desperate sinners, and invites them into his courts with infinite blessings. But it goes way beyond humanity. He literally rules over all natural phenomena. He's the one meticulously orchestrating the rain to grow the harvest and fatten the livestock. All of creation is compelled to offer praise. So, having seen this incredible progression from a desperate personal plea all the way to the grand orchestration of nature, I have to ask, will you look past the futility of the world to see this cosmic grace? It's a pretty profound way to reframe our own search for peace today, don't you think? And that wraps up our journey through these chapters. The source for today's explainer is the Center Studio.